Robert Morse is astounding people with his portrayal of Truman Capote in the new play, True.
A few doors have been temporarily closed. Gloria Vanderbilt.
I just think it's a phenomenal piece of art, and it's a delight to welcome you home. Bobby, good to see you. How are things?
Everything is fine.
You must be thrilled.
I'm absolutely, you know, to be in a play, you know, I've always done musicals and stuff like that, but it's so wonderful to be in a good play with it's well written and, gee, it's just a thrill.
We've missed you. How did you get to the point where you stumbled on or were asked to be a part of this vehicle?
Well, I was approached about the end of May, and was given about a 100-page script of a marvelous script written by J. Preston Allen, witty and fun and all about Truman Capote, and a unique script because it's full of gossip and about people, but it's from his point of view. It's from Truman Capote's words, and it's a real good play, and they gave it to me, and it was about 100 pages, and I went, oh, I can never learn this. I'll never learn it by the time I get to Boston, you know, and I did. I just worked very hard, you know, and learning all those words, and I have a wonderful director, J. Preston Allen, who was the writer.
How much did you know about Capote before you
I knew very, very little. I'd seen, the only reference point I had roughly was remembering, just a remembrance of seeing him on TV, and mostly it was 10 minutes of a Dick Cavett show, and the rest I just took out of a grab bag of puzzles of people I knew or knew about, or memories of certain people I've worked with in the arts or the theater, and just put all those puzzles together and sort of instinctively drew on all of that. And of course the makeup, and it's a wonderful makeup. And
we're going to see a clip. How long does it take for you to get into this makeup before
it takes about an hour to get into this makeup that I put on. It's a real artistic job. It's a sculpture.
And as it goes on, does Robert Morse fade away, and does Truman
They
Capote?
tell me it does, but you know, it's like putting on a mask or something like that. You don't know you have the mask, and you open the front door, and people go, oh, and you go, what? And they go, oh, and you go, what? Well, you got that on your face now. Oh, do I? I don't realize
Wow.
I don't have any feeling for, except when I look in the mirror and see what I look like, but other people say it's an astounding job, a real classy job, a real classic job, you know, a real fine makeup people do it. And
why don't we take a look? Can we do that? Here we go. This is Robert Morse as Truman Capote.
At this particular moment in my life, I stand accused of obscene treachery and betrayal, because 3 months ago, to sort of jolt myself out of a depression, I let Esquire publish a chapter from a novel that I've been working on for 20 years. The novel is called Answered Prayers, and the title's from St. Teresa of Avila, and she wrote more tears are shed over answered prayers than unanswered ones. St. Teresa was one sharp little cookie cutter.
You know, we're all sitting here saying that is just unbelievable. It's remarkable.
And that's just, you know, that's the kind of shot that they come into the theater and they, out of context, you know, I'm a perfectionist, and I feel I can do that better. You know, in the play, you feel you can do it better, but when they come in and they throw a camera right on you and there's no audience there, but it's still a good shot.
Yeah, but you know, you're getting rave reviews.
I don't like to see myself. That's what it really is. I mean, it isn't that I go, ooh, you know, I don't know that person. I'm not Truman Capote in that sense, you know, and I get a little nervous about it, but other people tell me they like it.
That's what I was just saying. You're getting absolutely rave reviews. You are Broadway bound, and this is the tryout for the Broadway.
This has been one of the biggest hits I've ever been in. This is a shock. This has gotten 40 or 50 rave. I mean, tremendous reviews, and the audience stands up at the end of the show and applauds the writing and the whole tastefulness of the production, and it's a beautiful play, and it's very witty, and as I said, we've extended through October 8th. And it's a thrill to be in a show that has had such wonderful acclaim.
And when you get to New York and it becomes a super solid hit on Broadway, and you have to give up golf and all those fun things you do with your life, you'll be so busy.
I'll never give up golf.
No, I know you won't.
No, I think I'll go over to Belmont Country Club this afternoon. And
good for you.
Hit a few
and
balls.
hit a few. But are you ready for what? Well, of course you saw this. You know about this from How to Succeed. You know about what Broadway does to you and the grind. It's tough.
Well, yeah, but I keep it simple. You know, I still live a pretty simple life, and I don't let all of it go to my head, or I don't get too high or too low. I'm just so thankful and grateful to be in a really fine production of a play, and not maybe at this moment in my life to be doing just a musical. So it's just nice to have good words and good quality piece to do, and it's just warm and funny, and I love it.
I mean, I know your talents because I worked in How to Succeed in the Road Company, and you know, everybody just, your talents are enormous. We've missed seeing you. Was it just that things didn't come along, or was it your choice to drop out for a while?
You know, what happens is I moved to California, and I did a lot of television out there, and a lot of voiceovers, and a lot of cartoon work, and I didn't have an opportunity to go back to Broadway. Sometimes I've done about 6 or 7 shows on Broadway, and it was time for me to try maybe getting a series or some other type of work. And Broadway shows are very hard to come by. To be in a musical, they just weren't calling me because it's maybe a younger crowd now. The chances of somebody over 50 being in a musical are slighter, no big deal. So the opportunity to be in a play came about. You know, to come back to Broadway in this is, wow, it's some kind of a comeback.
Well, I tell you, and welcome home. You know,
Oh,
Newton High
boy.
School, and you seeing
You're
all your
not
old
kidding.
buddies. And
Hi, Newton. Hi, everybody.